Hi, good day everyone. Today we'll be doing paper 1, June 2021 from 21 to 40. Right? So if we look at this, it said, what is this equal to? First off, if we have 1 over 5x plus 2 over 3x, we have to find something that could both go into 5x and 3x, right? So because they have x in common, we'll put the x, and then we multiply the numbers. 5 and 3 is 5 threes are 15. So 15x could go into both 5x as well as 3x, right? So you basically find your LCM. So we're looking for something that has 15x, which is D. So D would be your answer. But let's check and see. 5x could go into 15x, you multiply this by 3. And 3x could go into 15x, you multiply this by 5. That is 3 plus 5 is equals to 8 over 15x. And that would be your answer for... Sorry, 5 twos are 10, guys. 5 twos are 10. Right, this is 10, and 10 plus 3 is 13. So it's supposed to be 13. Yes, the answer is 13 over 15x. Right, I just made a mistake. 5 twos are 10. I don't know why I wrote that last one. Right, let's go on number 22. 7 times the product of two numbers, A and B, can be written as. So it is 7 times the product of two numbers. So first off, a product of two numbers is A multiplied by B is AB, and then 7 times is to multiply. So 7 multiplied by AB is equals to 7AB. So the answer would be A. All right, then let's look at number 23. What is the value of x squared plus 3y all over xy? If x is 4 and y is 2, we're just going to put those values, right? So we're going to have, instead of x squared, you're going to put 4 squared plus 3 by 2, which is 3y, all over xy, which is 4 by 2. So 4 twos are, 4 squared is 16, plus 3 twos are 6, all over 4 twos are 8. So we have 16 plus 6 all over 8. 16 plus 6 is 22, right? All over 8, right? 8 could go into 22 how many times? 2. Right, so 8 could go into 22 2 times, remainder 6 over 8, which is 2, and 6 over 8 can be reduced to 2 could go into 6 3 times, and 2 could go into 8 4. So it's 2 and 3 over 4, which is option D. Right, this question, here's a repeat question, right? But let's solve it. They said 5 by 2x minus 1 is equals to 35. Solve for x. So first off, 5 by 2 is 10x, and 5 by minus 1 is minus 5 is equals, I believe the answer is 4, is equals to 35. So first off, we're going to carry across negative 5. That is 10x is equals to 35 plus 5. So 10x is equals to 40. So x would be 40 divided by 10. So x is equals to 4. This question has been repeated in May, June 2022. Right? This was the same answer. The answer is 4. Let's look at this question. John has X marbles. Max has twice as many marbles as John. So John, we'll put J for John is X. Max has twice as many, so that would be 2 by X. So Max has 2X. Max gives John 5 of his marbles. How many marbles does John have now? So John would have X plus 5 because he has increased his marbles by 5. So the answer would be B. Number 26. If A is 3 and AB is 6, then what is A squared minus B squared? So first off, they told you that A is equals to 3, AB is equals to 6. So that means A multiplied by B is equals to 6. So 3 multiplied by B is equals to 6. So B is equals to 6 divided by 3. So B is equals to 2. Right? So we know what is A, we know what is B. So this is 3 squared minus 2 squared. 3 squared is 9 minus 2 squared is 2 twos are 4. So 9 minus 4 is equals to 5. So your answer is C. Right, number 27. If A is this matrices, then the order of the matrix is always row by column. We know the rows is our horizontal, our columns is our vertical. So rows is 1, 2, 3. We have 3 rows, so we're looking for the one that 3 rows is either B or C, by columns, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer would be 3 rows multiplied by 4 columns, which is answer is C. Again, this number 28 has been repeated. The determinant of identity matrix determinant is 1. Right, and that is your answer for this one. Number 29, if vector P and Q is 3, 2, and minus 1, 4, respectively, then what is P minus 2Q? We know P is equals to 3, 2. Q is equals to minus 1, 4. So we know Q2Q would be equals to 2 by minus 1, 4. So we're multiplying each by 2. So this would be minus 2 by 4, 2 is 8. So the answer would be Q, which is 3, 2, minus 2, 8. So this would be 3 minus 2 and 2 minus 8. This is 3, that is 5. And then 2 minus 8 is minus 6. So the answer would be D. Right, number 30. Items 30 refers to the following diagram of triangle OLM, in which R is the midpoint of OL, right? T is the midpoint of OM. Further, OR, this entire thing is OR is A and OT is B. Expressed in terms of A and B are M. So we went from R to M. First off, if this OT, so if this is the midpoint, T is the midpoint of OM, then from T to M would also be B. Yeah? So this would be from O to M would be 2B. So we're going from R to O and then O to M. So we're going RM. What am I doing? RM is equals to R to O plus O to M. Right? We know RO would be A because they told you. Hold on. OR is A, but if we're going in the opposite direction, it would not be A, it would be negative A. So we have negative A plus OT is B, and if T is your midpoint of OM, then from T to M would also be B. So this would be B plus B, which is 2B. So we have minus A plus 2B, or you could have 2B minus A. We're looking for that answer. If we look, that is A, 2B minus A. Right, option A. Number 31 is repetitive, right? We've seen this already. The answer is B, but we'll do it. If 1 millimeter is equal to 1 over 1,000 meters, then 2,500 millimeters would be 1 over 1,000 multiplied by 25,000. Oh, not 25,000, 2,500. Right? So we cross. So these zeros, 100 could go into 1,000. 10 times 100 could go into 2,500. 25 times. We have 25 divided by 10. We shift up 0.1 place back. Right? It's 2.5. Right? How many kilograms are there in 1 ton? Guys, this is something you just have to remember. The answer is C. Right? 1,000. Right, number 33 is a repetitive question. I believe the answer was 65, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll check it out. This is a trapezium. They gave you the area of a trapezium in your formula sheet. Area is equals to half A plus B by your height, where A and B is your parallel sides, the length of your parallel sides. So it's a half by A plus B is by 8 plus 18 by a height, which is 5. So this is a half by 26 by 5. So that's a half by 26 is 13. 13 multiplied by 5 is equals to 65 centimeters squared. And that would be our answer. This question, number 34. At a party, a number of guests were served 15 liters of champagne. Each guest had 2 glasses of champagne, and each glass held 150 milliliters. Assuming no spillage, how many guests were at the party? So we want to know how many milliliters first was for one person. Each guest had 2 glasses of champagne, and one glass held 150 milliliters. So one guest would drink 2 multiplied by 150 mils, which is 300 milliliters. So one guest would hold 300 milliliters of champagne, right? First off, we're going from 15 liters to, we have liters and milliliters. 1 liter is equals to 1,000 milliliters, right? So once you know that, then 15 liters would be 15,000 milliliters. So we're going to do an if then therefore. We want to find out number of people. So if 300 milliliters is equals to 1 guest, then 1 milliliter would be 1 over 300, and therefore 1500 milliliters would be 1 over 300 multiplied by 15. Let's just go to the side. 1500 here. All over 1, cross out this, 3 could go into 3, 1, 3 could go into 15, 5, and then 0. So the answer is C. 30. For 34, the answer is 50 guests. The next one, number 35, the perimeter of a square is 56 centimeters. What is the area in centimeters? We did this question already, but let's, or a similar question. The perimeter of a square, so first off, perimeter of a square is 4 by side is equals to 56. So side would be 56 divided by 4, which is equals to 14. Right? And then we know area is equals to side times side, which is 14 times 14, which is equals to 169. No, not 169, sorry, 196. 196. So your answer is 196, which is D. Right? Number 36, a circumference of a circle is 154 centimeters. Given that pi is 22/7, the diameter of the circle in centimeters is. Now, circumference of a circle, if you do not know, this is also a formula that is given in your formula sheet, but circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, or your diameter multiplied by pi. Right? They told you, so diameter multiplied by 22/7 is equals to 154. So your diameter would be 154 divided by 22/7. So your diameter would be 154 multiplied by 7 over 22, right? First off, let's look at this. So first off, we can see 2 could go into 22 11 times. 2 could go into 154. This is 2 could go into 17 7 times, and 2 could remainder 1, so this is 77 multiplied by 7. 11 into 11, 111 into 7 is 7, so 7 by 7 is equals to 49. So your answer is C, 49. Right? Or you could have, put each answer in this formula. You could have put 7 over 1 multiplied by 22/7 and see if you get 154, or 49 over 1 multiplied by 22/7. Once you get 154 as your answer, you know that would have been the answer. All right. This is the next, no, this is something different. Item 37 refers to the following diagram, which consists of a triangle resting on a square of side 7, right? If the total area of the diagram is 67, what is the height of the triangle? First off, we have A1 and A2. We know that your area, A1 plus A2, is equals to 63 centimeters squared. We know A2, or area of A2 is 7 by 7, which is a square. 7 sevens are 49. So A1 would be 63 minus 49, which is equals 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 4, then that's 14. Right? So A1 is equals to 14. Okay, so A1 is equals to 14. We already know for area of A1, this is base by height all over 2 is equals to 14. We know our base is 7, so it's 7 times height all over 2 is equals to 14. We want to make height the subject of our formula. I'm just going to do this on the side here. So that would be carry across 2, so that's 7 multiplied by height is equals to 14 multiplied by 2. If you carry across, divide by 2, it'll turn to multiply by 2. So 7h is equals to 4 2s are 8, 1 2 is 28. So 7 by 8 is 28. Then h would be 28 divided by 7. If you carry across, multiply by 7, it'll turn to divide. Right? So h is equals to 7 by h is 7 4s or 28 here. 4. Right, so your height is equals to 4, which is B. All right, now let's look at number 38. On leaving Trinidad, the time on a pilot's watch is 2300 hours. When he arrived at his destination in the same time zone on the next day, his watch showed 300 hours. How many hours did he take to fly? So, first off, guys, 2300 hours is also known as 11 o'clock or 11 p.m. So, he left Trinidad at 11 p.m. and then he arrived the next day. They said 300 hours, which is also known as 3 a.m. Right? So you can even use your fingers for this. 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. That is 4 hours. That is 4. Right? Or, if you want, right, instead of converting it, no, you could have done that. Convert it, right? 23 hours is 11 p.m. Right, that is 23 minus 12. This is how you convert, which is 11. And anything more than 12 is in your PM. 1200 hours is in your PM, right? And then 300 hours, right? Anything that is less than 12 is in your AM. So this is 3 AM. And that is how you would convert first off. And then from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., you just use your fingers, guys. 11 to 12, right, in the night is 1 hour. Then 12 to 1 in the morning is 2 hours. Then 1 to 2 in the morning is 3 hours. And then 2 to 3 is 4 hours in the morning. Well, 3 a.m. in the morning. So the flight was 4 hours. Let's look at number 39. Miss Clark arranged 12 test scores of her students in order of size and selected the 8th score for the reporting purposes. Which of the following statistical measures did Miss Clark obtain? Mode is most popular. They didn't even tell you anything about most popular, so it can't be mode, right? Mean, there's nothing from this that would tell us what does it mean, right? Range, this is not a range, right? So it's either C or D. I would say more of D because median is your middle, which is 15, the number divided by 2, which is 7.5, which is around 8. All right, so that's how I would have done this. All right, look at what they give you, and mean, you can't get mean from what information is given there. You can't get mode. Mode is most popular. Range, that is not a range, right? So it's median, right? Then let's look at number 40. 40, this is why I said that some of these I had to do add some extra questions. Usually we would have done from 21 to 40, but we have to do 21 to 41 because this question has 40 and 41 in one. Right, for item 40 and 41 refers to the following diagram which shows the cumulative frequency curve based on the marks of 200 students who is driving a test. The median mark by 200 students, so the median is again 200, right? So the median is equals to 200 divided by 2 is 100. So you're going to look for 100. This is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So this is 100. So you're going to go across, and then 100 is here. I think, guys, you could carry a ruler just in case, okay? Your geometry set. I don't see a problem with carrying your geometry set. Right, and then we're going to go down. Let's just zoom in so I could see. There's this right here, that's in the middle. We go down, 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 down. So we know this from 10 to 20 is 10 spaces. So each space is 1, right? So this is 35, 36, 37. So it will be 37.5, which is B. Right? Or you could have just looked at the one that has a half, right? Or 0.5, right? So this would have been B. The highest mark scored on the test was, if we look, the highest would have been, these are your, this is your frequency, guys. This is your max. Your highest is 60, okay? Right? The max is 60, not 180, not 200. Your highest is 6. Actually, let's check and see. At 200, if we go across, the highest is actually, it is 60. So your answer would be 60 for this question, right? And this is the end of May, June 2021, numbers 21 to 41.